Hey everyone, this is Carl, and this is just kind of going over real quick, just frequency histogram, and the presentation of it as it was with respect to graphing it. So what we have here, just to start it out, is just a simple kind of output rather, person, number, just kind of something kind of numeric that shows you the number of the row, the region number, and the region description. So basically what we want to do is we want to find out each person, kind of the breakdown across the whole population, which is about 51 people. Just where's the distribution? Do most reside in the south, more reside in the north, that kind of thing. And so right here we have something that kind of started us out with. It's kind of a description of the bins, the B-I-N-S. The bins are kind of the categories from the certain variable that will fold into it. So we have here our bins that show 1 equals north, 2 equals south, 3 equals west, and 3 equals east rather, 4 equals west. So first and foremost, what we want to do is make sure that we have the data analysis tool pack up here, and then you can see if you've uploaded it, it should be right here. Now if you haven't uploaded the data analysis tool pack, what you do is you go under File, I believe it is, oops, and you'd want to Options, and you'll see under Options this little thing called Add-ins. And so from there, you'll see that the analysis tool pack, and if you don't have it, it'll show, and then you hit go right here. So you can select it, hit go, and hit OK. And after that, it should show up right here. So what we want to do is the histogram, and that is the frequency output, because this will give us the frequency of the bins. In addition, it'll also give us the actual visual representation, the graph itself. So we're going to select here, hit OK. That's going to ask us input range. So our input range is going to be right here. Actually, I'm sorry, it's going to be right here. The actual numeric values of it that's represented here. So, because in Excel, sometimes if you're dealing with non-numeric kind of alpha characters like here, it does have some issues. So just to make sure that we have our bins, oh, they didn't do it right. So just to make sure we have everything, we're going to highlight this. This is our actual array, our data that we're looking at. And then next, our bins. So remember what I had said earlier, that our bins are actually up here. These are our bins. We already know what 1 equals, 2 equals, so those are our bins. Now remember here, this is a pretty key point with labels. You want to make sure if you're highlighting the whole column and then going down, that you put this in here, because this will exclude the first row, because it will assume the first row is a label. And the output range, we just pick something generic, H1, which is just right here. Cumulative percent, we don't have to do that one right now. And the chart output, and there's our visual. So when we hit OK, what's it going to do is it's going to give us a frequency of how many by region by the numeric code and the chart output. So we'll hit OK. And there we go. So now we know this. Now, key point, if you look, you'll see 1 equals 2, 2, 3, 4. So what we want to do, and you can do this just manually, is to push this up. Because we don't need it the more, because we know that there's nothing greater than 4. So there we go. Now we have a better picture. We can also, just to kind of help you with getting this and manipulating it, you can cut this out, delete. We don't need that. Now what do we do with these? We have these codes, we know what they mean, but if we want to show this graph to someone else, we need to fix this. So if we go here, click, and right click, you can see Format Axis. And you'll see as it opens, okay, so the Format Axis. And what it does is it just lets us kind of look at it to see what's going on. Titles. So the real one that we want to get at is format chart area. There we go. I believe it is. And so we go. But actually, it's right here. You right click, select data. And so now we have our data. This is the main piece that creates our charts. And we have our ones right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to edit. And so you click and you're ready. Access label range. That's real critical. So what we want to do, we want the labels associated with this, and that happens to be this column. So what we'll do is we'll highlight, and then we'll drag it down, and you'll see, hit OK. And there we go. And now you have a representation, and if you want to get more exact to show, right click, add data labels. So now you have visual representation, but also numeric to show how many breakdowns. So it looks like out of the 51 individuals, 19 of which actually reside in the East region. So we hope this helps. Just let us know if you have any questions along the way. Thanks so much.